Y'all see them dudes from Little Rock Podcast?
Oh, yeah.
The thinking game.
I heard they about to talk about thinking with and without structure.
Bet. Let's tune in to The Thinking Game.
What's going on, everybody? Just think about the commercial, bro. What's going on? Thinking game.
Yeah, man.
Sometimes you gotta find something new to do on AI,
Yeah.
man. 'Cause everybody doing everything else, man. You gotta try something different, man.
Yeah. Yo.
What is it doing that? Let me see.
Yo. That boy, that boy got that clean cut, boy.
I know, I see.
Oh.
Man, what happened to the 3-person layout?
It is 300. Oh, you talking about the other one?
No, it was supposed to be another way. Ain't no telling, man. I had it, unless it must have erased on accident. It's cool. Would you do it like that? Let's go back to that. And well, what's going on, everybody? What's up, bro? What y'all up to, man?
Nothing much. Enjoying the snow.
Yeah.
What's that? Enjoying the snow.
Yeah.
I know Deal, man, playing in that thing, man.
Yeah.
Nah, it was too hard for him. He stayed over at his grandma's house because I had to work. So he stayed over there with his cousins. And I think he would like that better, you know.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing like being over your grandma's house with all your cousins.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Good old days.
The good old days, man.
You know, I know it's like chilling with daddy, but can't say no to all the cousins.
Right. Yeah. That is a big fact.
You know.
Trying to get it together, man. Give me 1 second. So, man, today's podcast is thinking with and without structure, man. What y'all think about that, man?
Yeah, thinking without structure, you know, it's just dreaming. You know, we get all these things that we want to magically happen.
Yeah.
Without structure, they're just a dream or a fantasy, you know, like Dragon Ball Z or Looney Tunes, you know. But when you add that structure, discipline, and the plan to it, it becomes a reality.
Yeah. And I think it, you know, without structure, I think you just plan it how you go, playing as you go. You know what I'm saying?
For sure. And you gotta have it. A lot of times when you're young, you try to move away from it. Like, I'm just gonna do my own thing. Then you realize you gotta build your own. You gotta get right back to structure. You know what I'm saying? And it's kind of how that thing go. And I want to watch this video real quick, man. I think I know this dude said he snapped, man. He got like 5 years in prison, man. And he don't want to go, man. He trying to tell people to think, man. I think a lot of young kids need to hear this, man. I know this dude I gotta kind of skip through some of it because I think
we want to be tough. We got to always come out on the winning end, bro. But listen, bro, it don't make you soft to walk away from situations, bro. When you got so much to lose, bro.
Stop. Being the bigger man is what keep you a free man. It's how you protect your peace. When you got some shit to lose, man, you can't be ready to go like you used to when you was broke. You got to understand that prison don't serve the type of food that you like. So it ain't worth going there with one of these nothing-ass ninjas because they ain't got shit to lose. Let that shit slide, cuz. Always remember that God hit harder than you do.
So what y'all think about that, man? Dude, funny.
I was waiting to hear the rest of the other dude's story.
Oh, you want to let's do a story? Okay.
Be the one.
All right, let's keep going.
Do it, bro. I couldn't let nothing slide. Pride issues, worrying about what people think about me, bro. And it always put me in a bad situation, bro. I was always in juvenile programs, detention centers, went to prison when I was 15, bro. Because I couldn't get it together, though. I had anger issues, bro. But Lord, if I can do it all over again, bro, I pray over that, bro. That's a wicked, demolished spirit, dog. Anger, bro. It puts you in bad situations, dog.
I need that structure,
I don't
man.
know who needs to hear this. If you can walk away from situations, bro, Walk away from them, dog. Let them talk, bro. Walk
Let
away.
them talk.
It's not worth it, bro.
Sometimes
Let me go back. What y'all think about that so far, man? Walk away. Don't worry about what people say, man. Let them talk, man. It ain't worth doing years in prison, man. What y'all think about that, man?
Yeah, he said, walk away. It don't make you a punk or weak to walk away. The thing is, so what? If it makes me what you say I am or what people say I am, I'm weak. I'm a punk or I'm a this or that. So what? You ain't living up to the code of the street. So what? You free. You know, you get to go to work or you get to own your business. You get to be a father.
Mm-hmm.
And then the code is always changing. Nobody keeps the same code, you know what I'm saying? In the streets. Everybody got different reasons why they do something. There's no one code. What was that dude? Queso. The Queso dad, man.
Oh yeah.
You know, he was a street dude, but when it came down to it, now I don't know that code. I go by a different code, you know what I'm saying?
He knew the code. He just, but it's
He said he knew the code. He just
he
didn't
knew
want
the
to stick to
code.
it.
You
He
know,
didn't
it's
want to stick to it.
like yeah, but everybody, they play the game a different way.
Yeah.
But but
Everybody
like,
play the game a different way. Yep.
but that's why it's called a game. You know what I'm saying?
Boy,
But
100%.
but in all actuality, yeah, everybody you're supposed to walk away. You put your hands on me, it's gonna be a different story.
Right.
But but like the guy said, like he had anger issues. He had this un recognized, stuff that he had to deal with growing up, which later in life, after going to prison at 15, yeah, of course you're going. Some things it's either gonna turn you for the worse or make you become a better man.
100%. Sometimes experience is the best teacher when you don't have that male figure. I can speak to that. And I think, like I say, everybody falls into different things, right? You can easily just look at, somebody like this going to jail, but there are other things that you might not go to jail for, but it's going to affect you later in life. Like I say, trying to be a player, right? Dealing with different women, that will affect you. Whether you think it won't, it will affect you for the rest of your life. Um, there's a lot of things you can do out there, even though it's not illegal, but it will have an effect on you. It was one time it seemed like scamming. You wouldn't get a lot of time for scamming, you know what I'm saying? But now I think they're giving out time for it. But it seemed like when we was younger though, scamming. I mean, dudes who did that, it's like they kind of slid through. You know what I'm saying? When nobody saying nothing, when nobody snitching on them. But when the feds started cracking down on it, you know what I'm saying? They weren't playing around with jail time either with scamming though.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of stuff out there. If you don't have a structure, you'll get into, and you'll think about
Especially,
Diddy, man. I mean, he didn't have that discipline. I mean, this dude was running bad boy, making millions, but didn't have the discipline to not get into goofy stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, see, people pick and choose their discipline. So he
Yeah.
disciplined
Yes.
on hard work and being a businessman. He disciplined on that. Very disciplined. He works hard to earn what he get. But
Yep.
but his personal life, sexuality, anger management, he was disciplined in those aspects.
yeah.
So you can be disciplined in one thing and not disciplined in another.
Yep. That's what we're gonna get into. What you want to say, Pierre, before we get into it?
I'll say it's like an addiction. You know what I'm saying? He
Mhm.
became addicted to it.
Yeah,
And that's
so
and that's
he wasn't
go ahead.
addicted to crack, but he was addicted to the lifestyle.
And that's why I always tell people,
Nope.
like, you gotta be careful when you try something because you don't know how you're gonna react to it. You have to think about this. If I do this, I could either do it one time and be done with it, or I could try this and I'd be like, you know what, this actually feel good. I might keep doing this. You know what I'm saying?
No Diddy. No Diddy.
No Diddy. I'm just saying anything though. I mean, you could try a pork rib, and next thing you know, you can't stop eating pork ribs. You know what I'm saying? I mean, anything in life, anything.
But
So,
that'll have you living a life where you're scared to try stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You got to look at it from a place of, are you willing to deal with whatever come with it?
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying. All right. What are different areas of structure? Personal, spiritual, health, career, and financial. Probably more. but this is just maybe the top 5, right? You got like when you think about personal structure, like we was talking about with Diddy, just dealing with people, that internal personal level. You got to have that structure on how you do things, right? Like me and Phil was talking about. I think you weren't able to join that one, John. But when you talk about kids in the trenches, like how many of them have that structure where they get up, brush their teeth, take a shower, you know what I'm saying, iron their clothes, you know, get ready, you know, before they leave the house. Not everybody has that structure, you know what I'm saying? How you deal with things, how you look at things. Is it a structure
Yeah. By
thought
looking at
process?
some of them, by looking at some of these people's mouths, they don't have the structure to brush their teeth every morning. You know,
Yeah.
you can see. You know, oh man. But you know, like Puff was a good example of this. These things. He had career, health, financial. He had those on lock. Spiritually and
Yeah.
personally, he was bankrupt. He was very
Yeah.
undisciplined. And see
Yeah.
how having it together in a couple of areas, but not all of them, a little bit, can leave you in a situation where you can lose everything or wind up in jail. Uh,
Right. Yeah.
like I have a problem controlling my anger, but I'm good at school. I'm good with God, you know, and I exercise. But you end up hitting your girlfriend, end up in jail, or
Yep.
just developing a bad habit.
Yep. And everybody in life, you're probably gonna struggle in one of these areas at different times in your life, whether people agree with it or not. It's just ain't nobody around you every day to see what you're dealing with. That's why that personal part is important. And it's kind of like Legos, man. You kind of want to kind of build on these as you get older and just get better and better at each one. You know, if you play Madden or play any sports game, if most times most people look at the ratings of a player, what's your rating, overall rating? You know what I'm saying? Some people gonna be like a 99, some people gonna be like 85, 70, 79, 65 overall. But you may be a 65 overall, but you might have 99 health and 99 spiritual, but the personal, career, and financial may just not be there. That's why you're overall low. You know what I'm saying? So that happens in life. When you talk about career, the structure, like how do you operate without allowing somebody to crash you out? I had to learn that when I was younger. Because people, man, some people just don't care about your personal beliefs or structure or how you move. They don't care. It's all about, man, you working for me, this is what it is. And if you don't want to do it, I'll walk you out the door. You know what I'm saying? They don't care about having a personal relationship with you, you know what I'm saying? And you got to have enough personal structure to be able to say, I know what I'm here for. I'm not here to be this dude's best friend. I'm here to do my job and go home. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But at the same time, you know, you still kind of want to build some kind of relationship with people because you got to see them
Oh, for
more,
sure.
more,
I'm not
more than
saying don't, but I'm saying you got to be ready for either or. That's what I'm saying. You got to be ready for
yeah,
either or. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
If you can build a relationship, definitely build a relationship.
You
But
can't
not
let it make you
everybody.
break.
Yeah.
yeah.
Because I was talking about one of my other jobs when I worked at Crane when I was younger. I worked at when it was on university. I used to work at the detail shop back there.
Mm-hmm.
My homeboy got me the job. He knew Greg Troy. Shout out to Troy. He got me the job. But when I got back there though, and this dude was black. This dude wasn't white. He was black. But he will only hire dudes that was on probation or that was on papers or something like that because they had to come to work. You know what I'm saying? He told me that one time. He was like, see, you can just leave and you know what I'm saying, you can go back and forth with me, but these dudes, they can't do that because they gotta work. If they lose their job, they can go back to the pen. But that just showed me it don't even matter what color. Your own people do you dirty. You know what I'm saying? It don't matter. You know what I'm saying? Now, I didn't take that and crash out, but I learned a lesson. Like, it don't matter what color somebody is. It be your own dude, you know what I'm saying, your own color that'll do you dirty. You know what I'm saying? Just how the game go.
I mean, that's pretty much life anyway.
Yeah, for sure.
You know,
But
we
you gotta
talk
have the
that.
structure not to crash out, you know?
Yeah, but yeah, like I don't know about everybody else, but a lot of people was taught everybody is skin folk ain't the kin folk. You know what I'm
Right, for
Boy,
sure.
saying?
100%.
So,
it's
and
the difference.
that's where that term applies at. Like just because
Yeah.
they, you know,
But some people have once you see it though, it'll mess you up sometimes. You're like, dang, this dude supposed to be, I thought we was on the same team. No, you're not.
uh-uh.
You know what I'm saying? No, sir.
Yeah,
Mhm.
that's the
And
harsh
then
reality.
Yeah, then you think about health, right? Being able to make sure that you can stay on top of your health as best as you can, right? Like trying to eat right, you know what I'm saying? Trying to prevent some things. Like some things is hereditary, it may not be as preventable. Then there's some things that can be prevented, you know what I'm saying? I know, like people say, man, do eat more vegetables. Like, if you can, do your own garden. Now you can exercise and you eating healthy because you're doing the garden. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Doing
but
those kind of things. You know, if you got high blood pressure in your family, maybe you need to stay away from sodium. You know what I'm saying?
uh,
If you got diabetes, stay away from bread and sugars and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Just kind of control it. You know?
Yeah, and accountability is a big part of that too, because
Oh,
he can say,
100%.
"Hey, well, me and Mike eat the same things, but I got diabetes now, and me
Boy,
and Peel had strokes. Like we ate the same stuff,
yeah,
boy.
It's different. You
Hmm.
can do the same things as somebody else and end up with different results in health. Like
Right.
in school, if we go to take the same classes and make the same grades, we're gonna end up probably with the same results. We probably gonna end up with a degree, but it doesn't work like that with health and
Mm-mm.
spirituality. You can do
Oh
the
yeah, for
same
sure.
thing as somebody else and end up with a different result.
so, yeah,
Yeah, I think with spiritual, man, I think it kind of ties in a personal too. It's like you have to know the things that you struggle in. Nobody's perfect, but understanding the areas that you struggle in, try to make sure that you strengthen those areas as much as you can. You know what I'm saying? Because when you start dealing with the Bible or just Quran or anything, there's some things in there that's gonna challenge you to be better. And not everybody wants to rise to that challenge because it may be something that you like doing. I know for me when I was younger, I just like talking to different women. You know what I'm saying? I struggled with that. That's why I didn't want to do it. But when I finally kind of rose out of it and got my mind right, you know what I'm saying? Things started to get better, turn for the better, you know what I'm saying? So
Yeah. So, like he said, with spirituality, we can do the same thing. And but he don't struggle with the same things I struggle with.
right.
I keep going to the same therapy sessions he goes to. It's helping him, but it's not helping me because I'm not struggling with the same things. So, personal and spiritual are really up to you, and the results may vary because um,
Yeah.
we have different struggles.
It just depends on how much you believe. Like, how much do you believe in God? Like, what's your I'm not saying y'all, I'm just saying in general, how much like do you really believe that God can do things for you that sometimes therapists can't even do? Like, do you believe in God that much? You know what I'm saying?
Well,
It
just
is
therapy is a tool that God uses to help you.
right.
mhm.
But I'm
All of
saying
that
if
is
you
in
can
God's
go to
control.
God directly sometimes too. If you believe that you can go to God directly, you know what I'm saying? He can
Yeah,
help
but
you
he,
directly.
he, he he's going to use whatever it takes to touch you.
Because not everybody got
Going to
access to
God,
therapists. Not
yeah, going
everybody
to
got
God
access to a
directly
therapist.
might be the answer for you.
For sure. For sure. That's what
Therapy,
I'm
because
saying. It
I may
depends on
have
your
the
level.
money, therapy might be a better option for me because God knows how to break it down for me personally.
Sure.
God is here for you on a personal level. It's just not a cookie cutter belief.
It's
If you
not,
believe in
and that's what I'm
God
saying. It
enough,
just depends on how you believe. Because I know when I first started going back to church, I didn't have the money to go to therapy. I literally had to, put my eggs in God, all my eggs in the God basket. You know what I'm saying? If that even makes sense. But I'm not saying this for everybody. But I'm just saying it's all about how far your faith will take you if you believe in that. But
Yeah. It could
even
be,
whether you can run, whether you believe in Allah or God, I'm just saying it's just how much do you believe, God is, you know what I'm saying?
and there could be a person at the corner store. You just walking to get you some chips or something.
Yeah.
It'd be random
yeah,
times that God will come speak to you.
Yeah.
Not saying
100%.
everybody, not saying everybody that you see in Kroger be like, oh, God put it on my heart to tell you this.
Hey man, hey man, hey man, let me get $5, man.
it's the prophet. It's the prophet over there on Kroger on Roosevelt. You got to talk to him.
Hey man, he should be a
But
prophet on University in JFK,
But
but he got shot, man. They
but
shot
you
the
kind of
prophet, man.
hey, but ever since that happened to him, things been kind of crazier. Right?
He just
Hey,
said.
I, I'm just saying, you know, it helps. Like man,
Oh
whoa,
man, that dude
that,
was wild too, boy, man.
yeah, but sometimes you need it. You just never know when you know God put somebody in your life, or just just for
Oh
a
yeah, for
season.
sure,
You know,
for sure.
it just randomly happens. Like, man, you know what? I was just getting my tire changed, and you know, and then you'll never see that person again.
100%.
And
Sometimes,
he's
man,
not saying God over therapy or God
no.
and God won't use
Sometimes you don't
this
have
and God
access
won't
to it.
use that.
Yeah.
But God, he's saying God will reach you where you at. You just gotta
Yes.
believe they can help you and be open to his help and his way.
Right. Because sometimes everybody don't have access to therapy. Therapy can be expensive, but like on a realistic, for real, just keeping it real. And you can always have access to God, always, if you want that. He's always accessible if you believe and you want that access. It's there. You know, if you don't got $100 an hour, you might not have access to therapy all the time. You know what I'm saying? Just keeping it real. So let's get into some community stuff. Did these statements cause a crack in the structure in our community? What you think? Got them right here. What goes on in the house stays in the house. Did that cause a crack in our structure?
No.
See, I think half truths do more damage. So this is correct, but taken out of context is wrong. Like when the abuse and molestation and things like that, family deep dark secrets are bad, you know. But like you wearing Jimmy's hand-me-downs, that's not bad. That stays in the
Right.
house.
For sure.
You gotta
For sure.
know it's not a one size fits all with these statements. That's the danger in them.
But do you think it could cause some cracks in our community structure though because of that? It's because some people they weaponize that to do crazy stuff, and they say, well, what goes on in the house stay in the house. Not everybody, but I'm saying a percentage of people.
That's my main point. You know, it being weaponized or used for evil.
Yeah. What you think, Phil?
Yeah, exactly what he said. Like sometimes it causes trauma, you know, something that
Yeah.
you know, but and then later on in life you see like, oh, that's why that person like that. But I know we was taught like, hey, what goes on in this house stays in the house. And then it kind of made sense once I got older too. Like, don't be over telling people what's going on over here. They might come in here and rob us, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think what caused the crack is like when somebody's struggling with something. Like let's say like back then the men, not all of them, but there was a percentage of men that was the matriarch of the family, but he was really struggling and he didn't reach out and try to get help. You know what I'm saying? But because of he didn't reach out and get help, and because of this phrase, he could have just caused destruction because of decisions. You know, bad decisions. You know what I'm saying? Whether he's mentally ill or just dealing with trauma. But if it goes unchecked, it's like a cancer. And then if it stays in the house because nobody's saying nothing, the cancer will eventually kill the house. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I'm saying. But if stuff is not handled internally, because sometimes people use this saying they don't want to get held accountable, and they'll say this stuff right here. They don't want to get held accountable. Next thing you know, the house is starting to crumble from the inside. It's kind of like your mic muted, Jay. Your mic muted.
Yeah, not seeking help or not counsel. Well, the church could help you, you know, but you.
I mean, a lot of dudes back then didn't even go to church though. I'm just saying they didn't go to church, but they had this saying though. It's a lot of dudes that didn't go to church.
Men and black people will not go to church.
Yeah,
they doing it right now. What are you talking about? I'm saying not in the majority, not the majority.
It's probably like 10%, but it ain't that many.
Every Sunday, I see church park starts full.
Man, I'm telling you, it ain't as high as you think. I bet you if we did a poll, it'd probably be like maybe 20-30%, man.
Yeah,
it's a lot of dudes that grew up in hood. I seen them with my own eyes. There's a lot of matriarchs of the family. They did not go to church. They just kind of watch football on Sunday.
You're talking about family. What's going on in the house? You know, usually when you have people in a family, they go. But you know, I understand.
I'm saying the dudes that sit outside with the homies in the garage drinking a Coke 45 back in the day, you know, shit small liquor, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Doesn't mean they didn't know God though. They made sure.
I'm not saying they didn't know God, but what I'm saying is when you use this, you weaponize this, you may know God, but when you're dealing with issues and you don't take it to God though. Some people can know God, but you don't exercise what you know in God to get better though. That's all I'm saying.
I always say, but some do, and they might not want to go to church.
But what I'm saying is, they don't realize that them not just church. I'm talking about to God. Like if you got the Bible and going to God, I'm not talking about church. Like working on your internal issue, because everybody has internal issues. You know what I'm saying?
But this is kind of getting away from the statement, because keeping a problem in the house, what goes on in the house stays in the house. I thought God was in the house, so. But
they don't. This is what I'm saying. Like, if there's a problem, and I'm talking about just I'm not saying every man. Like, have y'all seen that movie Fences with Denzel Washington?
Yeah.
Dudes like that, right?
Mm-hmm.
And nobody says nothing because of this statement, but they keep living like that. And they end up destroying the house from the inside.
Yeah,
you know
now, hey.
That's all I'm saying.
And that's great, and that's accurate, but I don't think God has a lot to do with his spirituality. But yeah, you're exactly right.
That's what we saying the same thing. That's what I just said. Just because God's in the house, that don't mean everybody's gonna receive it or use it. Some people use God. Some people call on God when it's convenient, but when they dealing with stuff like that, they don't call on God.
Like everybody, I know we all didn't watch Fences, but everybody's interpretation of that movie is a lot different.
So you don't think he had effect on the house?
His teachings maybe been strong. It was real strong.
What about his character though?
He was telling the truth.
I don't think he was, that bad. Maybe he's a little abusive, but
man,
and maybe he needs some therapy about some other anger issues.
The whole atmosphere was different when he was at the house, man. He dogged the little boy out, man. I mean, he put my dog dude out into a shell, man.
He didn't dog him out. That's one. The world ain't gonna be. It ain't gonna coddle to you. So he's showing
during that time. To you, but you can at least show your son some love, though. Your stepson. I mean, you don't have to coddle him to show him love, though.
Love, like everybody's love, is different. Gonna be shown different. He didn't.
I'm saying everybody's love is different, but you still got to have enough foresight. Yeah. I mean, insight to know that, man. I'm gonna drive this kid in the ground, man.
Like that's
right or wrong.
I looked at it like that's how my grandpa was. It didn't mean he didn't love me less. He didn't love me less.
I'm not saying he didn't love you less. That don't mean like the way he did it was gonna have an effect on that.
But it made him. But it of course, he gonna be looking like, dang, whole time,
That's how killers are made. I mean, to be honest, that's how killers are made.
No, being disciplined and being stern.
Yeah.
Makes a killer.
And just being a maniac. Disciplined, stern, and just being a maniac. Is a difference. Yes, you're right.
I don't want my kids to do music. I want them to get a vocation that can help him in life. Is wrong or evil or maniac behavior?
Some of the stuff he was saying that kid was insane, man. I don't know. Y'all probably don't even remember that movie, but I do. And then how he pretty much with his wife and stuff, how they ended up playing out. But yeah man, it was tough, man. You know what I'm saying?
Like
brought another kid to the crib because of the baby mama died. If it wasn't for that, he wouldn't even say nothing. You know what I'm saying?
Like, but looking at it, like you know what I'm saying, like everybody's gonna look at stuff different.
That's true.
But also,
but the results speak for themselves. That's
sometimes you have to be so strict.
So go ahead. I'm sorry.
Be strict with kids to the point like I don't want you to be stuck where I'm at in life when you get older, because the world ain't gonna coddle to you. The world is a mean and rough place out here.
This is the stuff that I'm saying. People talking to kids like, you remember 5 Heartbeats? You remember after they had that show when he came to talk to his dad? What did his dad tell him? You ain't gonna be S because I ain't S. These dudes talk to their kids like that, man. You know what I'm saying?
So you're talking about the results, right? So Joe Jackson, everything he did was good because the result is he raised Michael Jackson. So everything
was good. Nobody said it was good.
You said the results
You're not
You
listening to
see
what
it
I'm
in the
saying.
results.
The results are there, even though it might not be good, right? But it was there.
The results.
They never had to work. They never had to work a day in their life. They never had to work.
That's what I'm saying. So did he do the right thing because he raised those kids stern with discipline? He wasn't sensitive and attentive to their needs, but they all turned out. The thing you had personal, spiritual,
But see, he
and,
didn't.
financial.
It didn't show him in the movie like dogging his kids out because he was just driving them to do better, though, to be better. Like on the fences, he was talking crazy. He was talking to somebody on the streets almost, man. He was talking to that kid though.
The fences was rated R. The Jackson, I think, was rated PG.
I'm just saying, like, he was more like that militant kind of thing, like, structure and stuff like that. I'm not saying it's right or wrong. I'm just telling you what, like Pierce, you said, it's like you look at it different. But if he wasn't that way, in being in Gary, Indiana, do you think they would have got out of Gary, Indiana?
No, they wouldn't have.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
But you can say the same things as fences if dude would have turned out all right.
And then the next one is you only live once. Does this make people crack, shatter their structure by saying you only live once?
Depends on how you look at it, But you do really only live once. But in the same,
but you can live responsibly though. I had to learn the other part of that. You only live once, but you can live responsibly while you're living. I had to learn that though. I'm just saying for me.
Like what I was saying was, you only live once, but you can have 3 lives in one life. You know what I'm saying? Because the young you, the teenage you, is different from the 20-some-year-old you and the 40-year-old you. You know what I'm saying? But you only got one life to live, so you enjoy it. You enjoyed it while you had it.
Yeah. Because like I said, everybody not Magic Johnson. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes, you can get out of stuff, but sometimes you can't. And some people, they use their line, you only live once, and next thing you know, you get that diagnosis from the doctor, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Those for the ones that, that you're taking.
Even financially, you go to the casino, you only live once. You pull the slot machine, now you addicted to gambling.
Yeah.
Because somebody say you only live once. I mean, you got to be careful. I'm just saying you just have to be careful, like, as you think about these things. You only live once. You smoke a blunt with a group of people, you don't know they laced it with something. I've seen it happen to people. Mm-hmm. They smoke a joint with somebody and they put a Primo in. They Primo'd it out. They got coke in it too.
Yeah,
but you only live once,
And this fentanyl is getting people too,
boy,
as well. But it's a double-edged sword.
It is 100%.
Take a chance and getting a degree, going to college, and it work out great.
Right.
You fail, try again. Sometimes you don't get to try again. Sometimes it's life in prison.
Right.
Sometimes you die. So. But it's just saying basically don't be scared. Because you're going to live.
Yeah, because that was a good time. That was a good time. YOLO years was a good time for people. And they got to
only live once, though. It was up there getting them Skittle cars, man. They're living once, man. They got their Skittle cars, man. It cost them a lot.
Damn.
I didn't even live it. I just witnessed it. I was just like, man, that's rough, huh?
Yeah.
but they'll say you only live once. They'll say, man, you only live once.
That was for the ones that.
Man.
That was for the ones that wanted to play in the snow, though. But that's different. That wasn't.
Man.
That wasn't YOLO. That was something else. But yeah.
All right, the last one is I've said this to myself when I was younger. I have better success doing wrong than doing right.
Yeah.
It seems like when you be selling dreams, it's like people want you to sell them a dream, but when you tell them the truth, man, it's like that's when all hell breaks loose. But sometimes
they said the truth is a hard pill to swallow, and a sweet lie tastes so good going down. It may not fill your stomach, but it tastes good. It sounded good. It smelled good. And people don't. The things that people don't realize and don't say, don't talk about. And when I tell kids, I thought the devil pay good.
Boy, don't last long. He don't last long, but he pay good though.
And the bad thing for some people, it may last long, but for you, it was gonna last 2 chances. You got to ride that ride twice. This dude been riding his whole life, and having fun. Got the girls, Somebody's getting burnt every day. Somebody's getting a house in Virginia. Somebody's getting herpes every day. You could be the one, but every time you're not the one, the devil paid you. You have fun. Every time you don't get shot, it's fun, it's good, and it's exciting. But in the long run, you're gonna crap out one time.
Like people that scam, it seems like when they scam, they doing better than if they just working 9 to 5 because they're making more money. The money coming in faster, you know what I'm saying? Then you go working 9 to 5. Sometimes you get addicted to that lifestyle. That's what happens when you play around like that.
Yeah,
then you try to work a regular job. You're like, man, the money ain't coming in fast enough, man.
And you got to look at one other thing too. They show the fast living. They show all these people scamming people. It's tax return season. They show all the good stuff. They don't show when they get locked up.
Boy,
they don't post those pictures.
Yeah,
like your boy Desi.
You
see your boy Desi Banks do that tax commercial. He made the little commercial doing taxes.
Yeah, I would say, hey, boy, guy went to school with. I think they gave him like 25 behind it. 20.
Was it the PPP or was it the PPP or was it the tax fraud?
It was the PPP.
They show them drinking drinks, pina coladas on cruises.
Pretty Ricky.
They show that
Pretty Ricky got hit with it, didn't he? Pretty.
Yeah.
I got new shoes on my ride. Yes, sir.
But that is the way people think sometimes, though. I can't even front like
everybody. Most times, if you're in the end, you've been there. If you younger, most dudes and younger been there. It's like, man, I have more success doing wrong than I do doing right. Yeah. But it don't last that long though.
No, because you do, because you're doing what you want, what you like, and paying half discount, 100% off, or 50% off. Can you imagine getting everything you want? You don't get what you get. You get what you want for free.
Man.
Yeah.
You really
somebody gotta pay.
Like when you're in those streets like that, like you really do be getting discounts on stuff. Like
100%. It's about what you can negotiate. It's all about what you can negotiate. And some people are better negotiators than others.
Like when I was sick for 2 weeks, I said, I know if I would have been out in the streets, I could have found me some drink that got rid of the cough and everything. Easily. The same day.
You know what it goes. You go over there in the South Bay.
Yeah. Now I gotta go to the pharmacist.
Man. Hey, with that copay.
Yeah, man, insurance, like, well, we're gonna cover about 90% of it, but
man. I could have went to the trap, got this for about $10, man.
90%. Oh, I gotta pay 10%. That ain't bad. It's $1,000 though.
God damn.
So some of the things. How does a person get to the point of disregarding structure? Like, how do you think people get to that point? Like, man, I don't want to do none of that. I'm just gonna do what I'm gonna do. You know what I'm saying?
Easy, because it's hard. Getting up, brushing your teeth, doing the right thing every day. It's hard every day. It don't get easier. Well, it do get easier. The more you do it, it does get easier. It does become normalized. I'm lying there. But that's the thing. It's hard. Consistently hard. You don't want to do it anyway. And see, that's why bad is evil is so good and convenient. Because you're doing what you want to do.
Sound like on the Vampire Republic. Evil.
You do what you want to do. The discipline stuff don't sound good, don't feel good. Don't look good. You're not in the car you want.
You got to keep it real though. A Big Mac sometimes tastes way better than a salad though. You got to catch you on the right day. Big Mac, you like, man, that was clutch, man. That was clutch. Eat a salad. I gotta eat this
You
salad
know,
today, man. I'm trying to do right, man.
thinking about sprinkling a Big Mac every now and then, once a week or something like that is good.
Yeah.
But I want a Big Mac every day, 3 times a day.
Man, boy.
You know, it just don't work like that.
So here's some of the stuff right here, right? Losing the natural fear of trying something random. I think a lot of people go through this phase, especially when you're younger. I know dudes with girls, right? First time you talking to girls, it may be a little different at first, but when you really get used to it, you lose that natural fear. You don't even fear it no more. You know, any woman come up to you, you think like, wait a minute, you know, this woman older than me. What's she coming up talking to me for? She don't even know me like that. Yeah, she must be. She must want it to go down. You know what I'm saying? You don't even have that natural fear no more. When you're younger though, you're like, wait a minute, I don't know her like that. I ain't talking to her. I didn't grow up with that person. You know what I'm saying? Or losing the fear of sliding on somebody. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes when you first slide on somebody, it's easy to have a gun, but pointing at somebody and shooting it, that ain't easy to do. You know what I'm saying?
It's a different rush.
What he say on Trey today? You ever shot somebody, Jake? It ain't like stepping on eggs, Jake.
It's a different rush.
It ain't like stepping
But it all like,
yeah.
if I can explain how anxiety works, those two things exactly how anxiety feels.
Yeah, that natural fear. You lose that natural fear.
It's
Yeah.
but
I think it was a 20-year-old that was on Facebook. He right before it was snowing, or where it was snowing, got picked up for capital murder or something like that. I think in the city.
20. That motherfucker look 40, man.
You good.
Excuse me, ladies. I've been
but
doing
now I'm
good.
just saying, like, dude, 20, man, dude probably finna be gone, man. Like these dudes don't be like, they not playing. The system is not playing with you, man. They not, you know what I'm saying?
Boy slid in the snow.
Boy in the snow, and they not finna play with him, man. Boy.
How you get caught in the snow?
I don't know. He did. Man. But yeah, you might mess around. Hope they don't try to give, because man, the way the system going now, they passing laws. They probably try to bring the death penalty back again, man.
I wouldn't be surprised.
They're not playing around, man.
With the death penalty, you don't get the free labor. You know, they want to bring back slavery, but that's
they don't do it right away. You be on death row for years. I mean, you may be on death row for 10 years, 20 years before they do it. You know what I'm saying? It ain't like overseas, you know, Dubai or something where they gonna go ahead and put you on the firing squad. That's crazy, man. Man, you think people be going? You hear Dallas was it the producer? Is it Dallas Austin? He went over to Dubai.
Yeah,
dude was in jail for 3 months over half a sleeping pill, bro.
Yeah. No, it wasn't a sleeping pill. I think it was no, it was.
Yeah, he said it was a sleeping pill. He was telling
sleeping pill, but he had X or something like that. But
he had coke. He had coke in the fact that he just said that comfortably, yeah, you know, I pulled it out of my pocket, man, but it was a line of coke in like a piece of magazine paper, man.
That wasn't worried about it.
He just said it's so cool, man.
Yeah, there be them people that work, like they kind of work smelling loud. You know, they get used to smoking weed, they get used to doing cocaine. That is normal to them. That stuff is illegal. Jobs don't like that.
Losing the fear, right? Losing the fear to snort a line. How do you get to that point where it don't even bother? You got a line right there? You know what I'm saying? That's pretty crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and he wasn't that old.
No, Dallas what our age, ain't he? About our age, a little bit older.
He's a little bit older. He's probably like
50, close to 50, something like that.
Yeah, about 52, somewhere up in there.
But yeah, man, when you start to grow, when you go from being a kid to an adult, and some people gravitate to different things, you start losing that natural fear, man, of like, you know, dealing with random situations. Some people may look at it as a random. Some people look at it, man, I deal with this all the time, you know what I'm saying? But you lose that natural fear, you know what I'm saying?
You know, and it can be good if you apply it to the positive, you know.
Yes.
Not being scared to get another job field or another degree, or just try something different, be an entrepreneur. That's good, but you only lost the fear to try new drugs or something fun, you know.
Yeah. The fear of trying that Cobra, man. I don't want to try that. I'm scared to drink that. when you see it at the gas station, it's so cheap. It's like, man, I know dudes would get stoned off the stuff, man. Stuff probably worse than crack, man.
They really do. They really do.
I can't drink it. I drink,
Said
but
it was like
I
Cisco
can't drink
rebranded.
malt. I can't
Like
drink malt
Cisco,
liquor, man.
like Cisco rebranded. It's Cobra malt liquor.
This Cobra is definitely a malt liquor.
Oh wow!
You
There
people
you
wake
go.
up off that, man. Woo.
How do you think though? Like when you was young, how do you think a person loses that natural fear? Like depending on whatever they try, they just lose that natural fear of like, I don't know if I should do this. To like, yeah, I'm gonna do this.
Well, it's like that. Like I said, with the evil thing, getting away with it, getting away so many times, it's just normal to you.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I used to be scared to smoke weed every time police come by, but now they just roll right past me. So when they do get pulled over, they don't even realize they smell like it.
Man, for real. And then, like I said, I know I've seen these stories a lot, man. You know, like working at the hospital or something, you see, you know, they pick up somebody to take them to the mental part, like, you know, they saw them walking down the street, man, because they didn't, you know, try a sherm or something, you know what I'm saying? Like, from my experience, hearing people talk about these things, when somebody light up something like a sherm, you can smell it. As soon as they light it, you can smell it. Like, wait a minute, you know what I'm saying? Something ain't right. But even though you know something ain't right, but you would still drag it, you know, you still puff on it. It's kind of weird, but, you know, everybody different, you know what I'm saying? And some people, like I said, they get over their natural fear.
Yeah,
of trying
nowadays
something like that.
you never know what's in a vape. You know,
It probably don't smell like it don't smell like a embalming fluid though.
Yeah.
They be smell like fruity Cheerios and stuff. The vape stuff people be vaping. It smell like
Yeah.
you don't know
smell
what's
like
in.
Fruit Loops.
It smell like Fruit Loops.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true.
But a lot of times it ain't got to be, you know, nothing drug related. I think
No, that's what we was talking about earlier. It don't gotta be drug like I said, it could be sliding on somebody, scamming somebody. Some people don't care about scamming. They on social media doing it, you know what I'm saying? And will scam you, man, no problem. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Easy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, especially if they you see in New York. If they from New York, yeah, you getting scammed, Bucko.
Oh yeah.
Atlanta,
Oh, yeah.
you getting scammed. Florida, you probably getting scammed.
I mean, even down in Houston, dudes know that if you bootleg a CD, rapper like gonna come holler at you, but they lose the fear of that out. I'm gonna make, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm gonna still make 1,500, even though they gonna come holler at me. They gonna serve me wherever I'm at, but I'm gonna do it anyway.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
know what I'm saying? That's pretty crazy, huh?
Yeah, them days long gone, but they gonna.
Oh yeah, I know them days long ago. I'm just saying, dudes just didn't fear it though. Like some dudes be
Oh,
like,
yeah,
I'm gonna
they
do it
fear.
anyway.
Oh yeah, they
Huh?
definitely fear you. Bootleg a rap a lot.
But it was still dudes doing. That's what I'm saying. But I know that. But it was still dudes doing it though. That's what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying?
They
Sometimes you start out with that fear, but when you start making money, then it don't matter no more. You like, I'm here now. You know what I'm saying? Even now, we know dude in the city. You'll say his name, but he was selling CDs and socks. I know he probably at first was kind of because he sell out the van. Next thing you know, he got a storefront. This dude done made millions probably.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I was definitely around that era. Not that person you talking about, but definitely around that era. Like,
Are you talking about Genuine? No, you know the dude named Genuine.
Nah.
You know what I'm talking about? No.
I don't remember. I don't remember the person name, but
oh, okay. Nah, shout out to Genuine. Genuine used to have some cold CDs too. He used to be down there towards Scott Hamilton though. Genuine. He used to be over there watching, get my haircut at. That's what they used to call him. He used to get busted though.
But yeah,
I think he got busted on some other stuff. I don't even think he got busted for CD. I think he got busted on some other stuff.
Yeah, that era, that was a wild era.
It was.
It was money coming through that.
Boy. You know how many bootleggers made money off No Limit, bro? Millions and off No Limit, man. And the last one, losing hope of having structure, like losing that hope. And then, you know, some people it's like, man, I don't even want to do this no more. It ain't working for me, man, because it don't work fast enough. You know, structure don't work fast enough. You know what I'm saying? Why do I need to do this? Why do I need to cut my hair? It ain't working for me, man. I don't care about that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Why do I need to not sell dope? You know what I'm saying?
They
Why I'm
talk
working
about
9 to
that
5?
slow money all the time. You know, 9 to 5, brush your teeth every day. You know, they tell you about that, but it's just something you got to do. You know, But we see musty people, we see homeless people all the time, and they gave up for whatever reason.
Yeah, I know those documentaries I've been seeing. I was watching over the snow break. They've been going like to the Delta, like towns like Helen and stuff that's on the facing the Mississippi River, and you hear a lot of old dudes say, the young bulls don't want to work. Like, nah, they don't want to work, man. I mean, we try to get them to do stuff, they just don't want to work. I don't know if it's true or not. I'm just saying what they telling these dudes.
Well, some of them got slave mentality. They'll work for anything, and some of the younger people don't want that. They want the higher paying job, whether the education route. They don't want the slavery route. They don't have the slavery mentality.
But if you live in a place like that, like you have to think about what's available. You know what I'm saying?
I don't
Until
want
you
that.
get
I'm
out.
definitely moving.
Yeah. But some of them can't move. You can't afford to move. If you live in the Delta, if you ain't making no money, how you can't just up and move? Where you gonna move to?
Yeah, it's places better than that, So
I
Like
remember.
if you're in Mariana, where you gonna move to?
Hey, get a
If you ain't got no
roommate,
money.
get you and your buddy. We can go to Little Rock. We can work at McDonald's until we get it together. 3 of us working at McDonald's, we can afford a place.
Yeah, I remember. It was funny though. I remember. What was I? I think I was about like 10, and not my cousin, but it was my cousin's uncle. Yeah, he younger than me, so that's what made it so crazy though. And we was down there in Hamburg. We was down there in Hamburg.
Oh boy, yeah. I know it's tough down there too. I know it is. I know
Man,
it's
it
tough
was so
down there.
fun. Like, what did we have? We had got a job working with this white dude. I ain't think nothing of it, like nothing crazy like that. I'm like, I
Oh
got,
man.
we got paid like little things, and then
Yeah.
we plant stuff in the garden. My mom almost slid, man. She almost slid me across the table. Working for no white man. You almost seem like, I
But that's the
almost seem like
thing. What else is it down there? That's what I'm saying.
that's
Like,
what I'm
what
saying.
else? It ain't nothing really down there. Like, if it's a sawmill, it's some kind of thing that drive the economy. Then they
You gotta
leave, and
stand
then
for
it ain't
something.
nothing there.
But her growing up, you know what I'm saying? And then once I thought about it, I was like, damn, you know what, you showed
But
right.
it's people doing it in the city right now in plain sight, bro. It's people doing it right now. Like I had an auntie, man, no lie, bro. She used to work for somebody who used to work for Bill Clinton. You know what I'm saying? Like in the Heights. She was I'm trying not to laugh, but she did all the housework for them, man. I was gonna say she was like Mammy, man.
Ain't nothing wrong with being made. He was out there picking cotton.
But what I'm saying is, what's the difference? It's the same thing, though. I'm just saying, it's people right now, though. They over there at the rich people in the Heights and stuff, and like they working there like a butler. I guess I don't know.
Being a butler and picking cotton is different.
Like
He was a child laborer.
I was like, I didn't have
what
to
else?
build.
Like in Hamburg, what else? I'm not saying it's right, but what else do you have to make money though in a place like that?
It's not like I was saying. That's what I'm saying. Like it's not like we needed it, but we wanted it. It was
exactly.
It's like, man,
you just trying to hustle. You trying to get your hustle up. You know what I'm saying?
Man, my mom was what? Oh hell no!
I know, right?
She was like, boy, them white folk had you out there in a hog pen. We'll never see you again.
So this is enough for anybody out there. How does a person deal with the group of people that don't like you? How does a person deal with that?
Easy, you don't. That you don't like me, don't fool with them. Being in a situation where a group of people don't like you, it's gonna force you to do something bad to defend yourself. So get out of the environment. If it's at work, that's different. But in the social situation, the group don't like you, don't hang around the group.
Simple.
Right. Like, it's what you got to understand that people will not like you for whatever reason. Sometimes it's internal. Sometimes they don't like who you are just because who you are. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely ran across a few of them. Like, oh man, who this dude think he is? That's the comedian, man.
I know, right? But it happens, man. You know what I'm saying? you got to understand you're not gonna have 100% people liking you. I've never seen it. You know what I'm saying? No matter what you do, you can be an advocate in the neighborhood. Somebody's still gonna have something to say. You can lead people. People still gonna have something to say. You know what I'm saying? I mean, even when you think about Farrakhan, I'm pretty sure there's some people out there that have something negative to say about him. You know what I'm saying? And it pretty much was people that said something negative about him. So I don't know if it's ever a person that somebody was just 100% like, even with Obama. It's like it sometimes seems like it's people that don't like stuff, stuff about him too. You know what I'm saying?
Of course, well, you can't do nothing positive without people not liking you.
For sure, 100%. That's part of being great. People not gonna like you. You know what I'm
saying? Yeah.
And that's just kind of how it go. I mean, you just be trying to do the right thing. You live in a certain neighborhood, you just doing the right thing, and people won't like you because you trying to do the right thing. You know what I'm saying? But who this dude, like people say, who this dude think he is? Yeah, he's just trying to tell jokes and stay away from trouble. No, he don't want to go slide like us, man. Forget that dude, man. I don't like dude, man. You know
my saying is, boy, if you don't like me, something wrong with you. Okay,
some people like that.
Something wrong with
what
you.
Some people do, like I know some people, their family don't like them for whatever reason. They don't even tell them why they don't like them. They just when they come around, they start acting funny. You know what I'm saying?
You think he better?
That's real, man. That's a real thing, bro. Huh?
Yeah, you think he better than us? Yeah. I don't think I'm better than y'all.
Exactly, because you done made good decisions. You're trying to do good for yourself. Now you think that's funny, man. But it be like that though. So the next one: do not allow what people think to stop your positive traction. Please don't do that. A lot of times people will hate on something that you're doing. They don't even know what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? They worried about what you're doing. Like they worried about us on StreamYard, but then when they get on there, they can't even hit. They don't even know what the mute button is. They can't even operate it right. They get nervous. You know what I'm saying? That happens. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, when you're not focused on them and what they doing,
sure.
They don't like that. You know.
Right.
Yeah, you hear it a lot. Everybody don't deserve to have no podcast. Well, if that's how you feel, then why don't you do something else?
Exactly. Then you get there, you go do it. I don't want to do that, man.
I don't know it. But you can be so vocal about your opinion about everything else.
Exactly. And people, man, gonna always have the people. A lot of people think about other people instead of thinking about themselves. Unfortunately, but that's just how it go. You know what I'm saying? And if you allow people to stop your positive attraction, man, you're gonna always find yourself in a messed up place. You know what I'm saying? Because not everybody want to do it, man. Not everybody want positive attraction. Some people they gravitate to the negative stuff. They gravitate to the car wrecks and stuff. You know what I'm saying? They live off of it. You know what I'm saying?
That show was about to crash out. That's like, but it's not a crash out. But I was thinking about it. I was thinking about it.
I tell you looking like Muhammad. You had that slick there. You know them in the mosque they be having the slick there. It's like Phil Muhammad over there, man.
Goodness.
If you should have did that part and combed it over, that's what would have been cold. You would have did that part and combed it over. You looking like Nuri Muhammad up in that thing, man.
Oh, goodness. Yeah, it's stuff like that. You know, stuff like anything. Like when you doing right, that's when the enemy come and be like, I don't like that.
That's how you know when you're doing right. Yeah, when the opposition comes, it just come with it, man. You know what I'm saying? And the last one, understanding people and personalities don't always mesh. You got to understand this in life. Like your personality is not gonna mesh well with everybody. You know what I'm saying? Like a person that tries to control people or try to manipulate people, if you're a person that think for yourself, you're not gonna mesh with people like that. You know what I'm saying? Or the people that's like what they call it group think. They do everything the group do.
Mm-hmm.
If you think for yourself, they're not gonna like you because you don't do what the group do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and definitely if you stay away from group think, you stick out, and it's easy to gang up because
now you're a misfit.
You know what I'm saying? You don't make yourself a target, but don't go along with the crowd either,
You gotta know what to go along with. You don't have to go along with everything. Some things you can go along with the crowd. Some things you gotta be like, I'm cool on that. You know, so I'm not doing that. You know what I'm saying?
But back when we was younger, we like, sure, Hey man, you riding? Well, yeah. Forget it. We all just gonna ride, but we'll deal with it later.
Yeah. See, I always been a misfit. They do that like, nah, you know what? I hear what you're saying, but on that one, I'm not. That ain't what I don't want to deal with that later. You know what I'm saying? I got a little bit more common sense on that one. I ain't gonna deal with I don't want to deal with that later because sometimes like I understand what you're saying. I'm not trying to doubt. I'm just saying you gotta think like that because I know dudes right now. I know my homeboy Law. He's from shout out to Law. He said I can't even go to the movies. I can't even sit at the movies long enough because of the stuff I did when I was younger, man. I can't even be in Walmart for no more than 10 minutes. I'm out of there, man.
I remember him. Yeah. Light skin.
No, he was dark. He was like my color.
Well, anybody like
he used to play Xbox, like play NBA 2K and stuff.
I be forgetting. My bad.
I think his name Larry though.
Yeah, anybody lighter than me is light skinned. I be forgetting, man. My bad.
Oh man, that's funny. Oh man, so what y'all think about the football before we get up out of here, man? That was it. That's all I had. Was it New England and Seahawks, man? What y'all think, man?
I called about New England though.
Yeah, they gonna play good in their weather.
What they playing in? What's the Super Bowl this year?
I think they're gonna be in LA.
Yeah, wow, so it's gonna be good. Super Bowl.
And the Rams was that close to having the Super Bowl at home, man.
Yeah,
that's crazy, man. Wow.
The players are playing so good, it really makes the coaching look bad with those third and fourth down conversions, not kicking field goals.
Can you imagine Sam Darnold
managing your timeouts? It's becoming a factor in every game I saw.
Can you imagine Sam Darnold? They was just dogging this dude out for the Jets when he was there, and now he in the Super Bowl playing for the Seahawks. And now he in the Super Bowl, how things could turn around just like that. That's why you can't worry about what people think. You know what I'm saying?
And that was crazy to me. It was all these black quarterbacks in the playoffs, and all of them got shot down.
Boy.
It's just that time, the culture shifting. But I had New England on my fantasy football, so I watched a lot of their games. And they started off red hot at the beginning of the year, and then they cooled down and they kind of picked it up. But it's pretty much they're gonna have to do.
Man, he lost a lot of steam. He had to get his steam back because he started off red hot in the beginning of the season. Have all the kids, man. He got to go down.
Yeah, that Seahawks defense is something serious.
Yeah,
that's gonna be a crazy game, man. Because they offense. Both of them got good defense and pretty good, but their offense it's like it's iffy. Sometimes it's hot. Some days it's like we got a nickel and dime our way to the win. You know what I'm saying? That's what I've been saying.
I wouldn't be surprised if the score is like 13-10.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised either, man.
I wouldn't be surprised. But
do you think if Denver would have had Bo Nix available, they probably would have beat the Patriots, man?
For sure. For sure.
The dude was balling, man. You see dude on ESPN all the time. But yeah, that sucked, man. To be that close in the injury, man. Take you out, man. But yeah, guys, pretty good.
To get back there, you know.
Yeah, it is. It's hard to get back to boy. Like you think Patrick Mahomes, man. I mean, you got to think the Chiefs. If they don't get it together, they might not make it back to the Super Bowl the next 2 or 3 years because they don't got enough players. They don't got enough talent.
I think
the Patriots making it back. They working on their second dynasty. They got Patrick Mahomes, and they can get any other skill position. They got to get
another tight end. Then what's name retired? They got to get another tight end. That's gonna be hard to replace.
They don't have a receiver. To me, they don't have a receiver or running
or
back.
Tight end. Yeah, for sure.
Get one on. They don't have nobody on offense. To me, except Patrick Mahomes. They like Andy Reid's like those running backs that catch the ball out of the backfield.
Brian Rushbrook, all-purpose kind of running backs. Yeah, they're not good at one thing, like jack of all trades. Yeah.
I don't think that's how football is played, but do your thing. You the Hall of Fame coach, not me.
Yeah, and you ain't too many people like Brian Rushbrook and stuff like that, and like Shady McCoy. You just ain't gonna find too many running backs like that, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but when he had them, he didn't win.
You're right. He didn't. You're right. He didn't win. I mean,
Had
he
a good
almost won
record.
with T.O., but man, T.O. was just
Yeah.
crazy, man. I think Brian Westbrook was on there with T.O. T.O. was just crazy, man.
They had a good record. They just didn't win it all.
Yeah. T.O. was their homeboy, like they volatile. Like, man, no, man, we ain't gotta do it.
But yeah.
I'm trying to think who would T.O. remind me of when we played basketball, like in football. Did he have that do dirty kind of personality? T.O., man?
No.
Nah.
He remind me of Quail.
Yeah. He did. He do remind you of Quail. Because Quail has set it off. I mean, you don't even know what happened. Like, dude, what happened, man?
Mm.
How do we get here, man? But I tell you what, Quail is a dude that you want to go back then to go to the bar with you, though. Was they never wrong? What Belichick say? You don't say nothing in practice.
Oh, yeah.
You definitely want to take him to the bar with you. You know what I'm saying?
One more thing. Happy heavenly belated birthday to my boy Jig. You know, his birthday was the other day.
Yeah, man. Happy birthday to Jig, man. That dude, he had the most charismatic personality, man. Dude was awesome.
Crazy.
And he could dance, man, like no
Leadership, strength.
It was Jig before Genuine, man. You know. Shout out to Duke, man.
Yeah.
Shout out to put that work in, man. But all right, guys, we get ready to sign out that thing, man. Let us know in the comments what you think. Like, share, and subscribe. Anything y'all want to say before we get up out this thing, brother?
Yeah, we about to go live on my page real quick. So I need y'all to stay up. No, just
yeah, man. Go on, do it, man. I keep telling you.
I'm right here.
Yeah, man.
Already.
All right, guys. Go ahead. What you want to say, bro?
I got to slick my hair back down.
Yeah, man. Put the part in it, man. Go ahead and put the part in it, man.
Red fish, blue fish. No.
All right, guys. Thinking Game Podcast. We'll catch you on the next one.
Y'all see them dudes from Little Rock Podcast?
Oh, yeah.
The thinking game.
I heard they about to talk about thinking with and without structure.
Bet. Let's tune in to